runtime polymorphism. So I will start from the basic things. What is polymorphism? As you everyone heard that poly means many and morphism means forms. It is combinedly many forms. Polymorphism is like a entity or a class which have different kind of objects in it, and it will be called from the same interface or from same entity. Now let's move ahead. So polymorphism is of two types. First is compile time polymorphism and another is runtime polymorphism. When it comes to compile time polymorphism, it have two types: function overloading and operator overloading. The compile time polymorphism is like uh, the compiler is already knowing when to call what function while running the code. And in runtime polymorphism, while running the code, the compiler will get, okay, this object or this class will be called first. Compile time polymorphism is also known as early binding for the same reason, and the runtime polymorphism is known as late binding. Runtime polymorphism is also known as dynamic dynamic polymorphism, and compile time polymorphism is known as static polymorphism for the same reason. Now, before going to function overloading and operator overloading, I would like to give a daily life example to all of you for the compile time polymorphism to make it more clear to you all. Now, just suppose we have a tape player or a speaker or something such machine in which every button have its own label like play, forward, stop, and it will perform its function accordingly. Like whenever you are playing some song, we know you know that which button you have to put and which how it will go forward and how it will go backward. Each thing will perform its own thing, and it will be labelized like this thing is performing this part, this thing is performing this part. And now coming to the runtime polymorphism, let's take an example of a group of band, like friends who are playing a band with a different instruments. Now, while playing their song, each one will play its own instrument, and the audience which are listening to that music, they will not identify that this sound is coming from this particular thing or this sound is coming from this particular thing. It's kind of hard part that which thing is coming from what part. This is what runtime polymorphism exactly is. It uses the virtual function and that virtual function can be recalled using pointers at the main part. I hope you got an idea like what is compile time and what is runtime. If anyone have doubt in this basic thing, they can ask me now. Anyone have doubt?
No.
Nothing from my end. Perfect. Let's move forward. Now, coming to function overloading and operator overloading. In function overloading, the same function is called with the different arguments. In different arguments, and in operator overloading, a particular operator will overload function to call exact syntax or to run that exact part. Now, in function overriding, as I said, it uses the virtual function. Whenever we run the code, the base class will have that main part, and it will be derived in the derived class, and in the main part, it will be called with the pointers. With the help of pointers, it will get run. Now, as the word says, code, and I have written it in very Halloween kind of manner because it's kind of hard thing for everyone. Now let's move toward the code. So this is the basic code of operator overloading. As you guys can see, this is a very basic code in which I have used the real and imaginary parts addition thing. In which first I have declared the real and imaginary part in private, and in public I have declared the constructor of complex in which R and I is declared. Now here the operator overloading is done. Here we have made that class complex. In that complex operator, we have added the imaginary and real part with the help of operator overloading. Uh, in the display part, in the display part, the real part will be printed first, and then imaginary part will be printed next. In the main part, I have passed two numbers like 12, 7, 6, 7, and the basic formula of the addition, and here the addition will get printed. So, and everyone getting the code, or anyone have singled out in code? Are you getting?
Yes.
Everyone got a clear idea about operator overloading, that how it works? Let's move to function overloading. Function overloading is very basic thing. Its basic idea is like passing different parameters in the same function, and it will be get called. Now you can see I have made a simple class of number in which this function have no argument. It is without argument.
Hmm.
So it will clearly give the message I am function without argument. Then we are calling the same function with the int argument of x. X can be any number which we want. And in third part you can see I have used the same function and passed another data type into it. So in the main part I have created one object and called all the function with passing the parameters that I have want to call. And while running, it will just simply show the which arguments they are passing. Like first it is without argument. Second, I have passed the number 4, so it is showing I am with argument. Then third, I have passed the data type, in which it is showing the function with double argument. Basically it is just displaying the same function is getting calling with different arguments in it. Everyone getting about function overloading?
Yes.
Now the very toughest part of polymorphism, which is known as the runtime polymorphism. I will try my best to explain this. uh, Before going to virtual polymorphism, we should know the basic keyword virtual. Virtual, to know to start with it. Virtual is something like using the same function in the derived class, like it is just showing that the same function is getting calling function is getting calling without recognizing to the compiler like when to call what. It will directly compiled with the help of the pointer. Here you can see that in the main part that I have used the reference and in both the dog and cat. So let's get into the code. First, I have made that basic class of animal, and I have made that function make sound. So in derived class, you can see I have made the class of dog, uh, inherited from the base class animal, and I have just passed the dog barks, woo woo, and then I have made another derived class from the same base class animal, in which I have again used the function make sound in it. You can see that I have used the function make sound in the both the derived class, and it is mentioned that it is a virtual function in the base class. So it is getting clear to you guys that it is a virtual
Yes.
class and it is get derived. Okay. And in main function, I have made the pointer of animal. This animal is nothing but our base class here, as I mentioned. And here it is the pointer of the animal. I have passed the instances of dog and cat in this main part. Then when this pointer animal, it will get reference of dog, and it will go to this dog class, and it will call out this line. And when it goes to this cat class here, and it will call out this make sound function, and it will here call out this line. You can see that. um, is it getting clear to you all that how it works?
Yes.
Now coming to our daily life example, we can consider a bank. The bank simple bank have many functions into it, like saving accounts, loan, deposit. A person can demand any of the things in it, like he or she can make a saving account, he or she can make a loan from the same saving account or from any another account. Then he or she can make the deposit from the same account. Like the account here is the main class, and all the substances or the instances are the derived class in this and it can be worked as a polymorphism. We can consider the ATM. The ATM will give you ATM will perform all the things. They generate the slip, they can generate your cash, they can also have that option to change the pin. All the things are happening in a single instance, that is ATM. This is how it can you can correlate to this. Now, thank you all of you. Does anyone have any question?
What is difference in
In
overloading and overriding?
overriding, we are using the virtual functions, like coming to the code. Now here you can see we have made the same. We have made a single function, which we have used in derived class. Which we have used in both the derived class, and the same function get called at the both derived class, and it works similarly, but they are working with the help of the references or pointer. And in function overloading, in function overloading or operator overloading, we are using the function to perform any kind of activity in it. Like it can be it can be worked different, or it can be called different. It is a different function which will get called, and in function overriding, it's the same function which get called in the main part.
Okay.
You get.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Anyone have any question?
Show me the function overloading code. Here the it is printing. You have said that it is taking that it is int or double uh,
Sorry, Mansi, I couldn't
I
hear
think
your
she means
question.
that the value should be printed, isn't it?
Actually, we didn't pass any value here. You can see that I didn't pass X or any kind of cout function here. Here we have just passed the parameter to make it identify, like which things we are passing into it.
Okay.
Should
This
I
is from
stop
my side.
sharing or anyone have more questions?
Yes. So okay. Anyone else has anything else?
No.
No, ma'am.